stance on same-sex marriage.
Yeah.
I believe marriage is a religious term. The government should not be regulating what somebody believes as far as their religion goes. I think civil unions are a different issue, but as far as using the word marriage, that many religions have used over thousands of years to define a relationship between a man and a wife, and against government changing that definition. I think that that's something that we seriously need to take a look at. As my job as a prosecutor, about 90% of my cases, I think, come from some sort of drug abuse. If you legalize marijuana, you're still going to have other cases that are derived from marijuana, but I think there'll be a lot less crime, obviously, since such a large percentage of the population uses marijuana, sells it, possesses it. But there are going to be things that we need to take a look at as far as prosecution of driving under the influence, as far as using marijuana. Currently, it's not very accurate as far as testing for marijuana in the system. So if somebody is pulled over and an officer thinks that they're under the influence of marijuana, there's not a simple breathalyzer to prove that they are under the influence of marijuana. So I think once medical technology, once the science catches up with that, I could see people being much more able to handle legalization of marijuana. I believe that our Constitution was founded by people who believed that God was necessary in order for the laws to work, in order for the politicians to be responsible. I believe that the government should not be telling, again, going back to my first answer, the government should not be telling religions what to believe, so there should be a wall there. But as far as religion being in public life, I think that since we have so many freedoms in our Constitution, we need to have people who are moral, whatever that morality is, that they follow some objective truth and believe in a higher power, because without that higher power, many people will not be good on their own, and the Constitution will not work the way it was intended to work. Those with mental illnesses a lot of times can be as productive, if not more productive, than other people in society. When it comes to certain types of jobs and certain degrees of mental illnesses, I think that many people, could see that they may not be matched for each other, but there are many opportunities that exist, and we should definitely make sure that we maximize opportunities for people with mental illnesses to supplement their life and give them a feeling that they're invested in the American dream. The Occupy movement. I think the Occupy movement is a movement that has legitimate intentions. I think many of the people that are involved see the corruption as far as government giving corporate welfare and bailing out the corporate buddies. I think that sometimes with their message, it starts with the right message or the right idea, right intention, but it gets hijacked by other people. I think what we have in DC is a problem just as much for Republicans as for Democrats, as far as people giving money to fellow corporations that help them get elected, and I can see why people in the Occupy movement might be upset. But I think some of the solutions that are being put out by those people who are the problem that they're trying to solve. So I think we have a lot of work to do in this country to make sure that people who get into office don't then go and use that power to give back to the people who put them in office, as far as the corporations. You should vote for me because I'm the best candidate for District 78. I have both public sector experience and private sector experience. I grew up here in Fort Myers, graduated Fort Myers High School. I understand the concerns of the people in Fort Myers. I believe that Fort Myers is a great place to live. It's a great place to raise a family. It's a great place to start a business, and I want to make Fort Myers the best place in the state of Florida, and the best place, and I want to make Florida the best state in the entire country to start a business, raise a family, and the safest place to live.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
Thank you.